Hello Legionnaires, let's make a short tutorial on how to create a game. So first off, when you select create, you can enter a name, and then all these variables can be set in-game as well. I'll explain them more in detail later, as well as your board sizes. But for now, we need to choose, is it a rated game or a custom game? Rated games, the opposite team has the same units. With a custom game, you can place the units for each team on different places. So first off, let's get through the rules quickly. All this is a very important mechanic of the game. This is how many moves each player has before the turn ends. Take note, when using multiple AP of a unit, the orders will reduce with the amount of AP that is used. Here you can select the size of the board you want, what rating of player is allowed to join the game. Then we've got some global rules. Is the unit allowed to use abilities? Can they pick up items from the board? Is the board allowed to use abilities like airstrikes or extraction, combat stances or weapon loadouts, random events? Currently only 2 victory rules with more to be added. A classic King Destroy. That means you can select one or multiple units that need to be defended. If you lose any of those units, it's game over. Or extraction, which means you need to get a certain unit to the extraction point. Then here you want to start first or second. So you can apply your rules and the board will update accordingly. If you do not want to build your own board, you can change the variables and search for boards created by the community. And simply load those boards and select Start Game. But for now, let's create a board. 11 by 11. When you want to add a unit, you select Units. Then you can go through this list. If you want to see more details about a unit, you can right-click on that unit. This will give an explanation on their combat stances and the abilities they have available. To place a unit, you simply select it and add it to the board. If you want to change any stats of a unit, you can simply select a unit on the tile. Here with a left click, you can increase health. With a right click, you reduce health. Here's the default damage of the unit. Here we've got the default AP of the unit. And here, how many abilities is the unit allowed to use for the entire game. If you want to change an entire category of units, you will note this little checkbox, change all attributes. So now, when I change these variables, it will be applied to all soldier units. You can also select a default by changing the variables here. So if we want to place units with default 2 health, default AP, and select a unit, you will see those defaults are placed. And because this is a rated board, you will see the opposite team's unit is automatically placed. Another important factor is the combat stances. Here you see the default combat stances in offense. If you want to change that, select a unit and just click the stance. Now the default stance of ordinary unit is defense. Now let's go through the walls. Here you can select the type of wall you want to add, the default health of the wall, as well as direction. So if we select concrete wall, default health, you will see northern walls being placed. Let's add an east wall, and you will see the opposite walls are also being placed. If you want to remove a wall, select reset walls, and the walls are removed from the tile. Let's re-add these walls. Next feature in the game, it's called environments. So we've got several environments: snow slowing down units, fallout is damage over turn, environments that can heal, environments that can replenish your abilities, environments that reduces the damage you do, environments that reduces your AP or the default. So if we want to add an environment that increases our abilities, simply select the environment and add it on the board. If you want to remove it, select default and it will be removed. Let's add a healing environment in the corner. You can also select any team above. Say free change to T. Now when a unit is placed, it will be the default unit for T. This is useful in custom games. You will also see here on top, opposite placement is auto. Because it is a rated game, this cannot be changed, as all players need to be in the same position. But if you load a custom game, this can be changed to manual. Let's add a few more units to the board. Let's add a defense tower. A helicopter. Also, if you want to remove a unit, you can simply right-click it and it will be removed. Now the next step before you can play, it's important to select a victory unit. To do this, select Set the Victory. Select the unit you want to be your victory unit. In this case, let's choose the sniper. So this unit needs to be protected. If you lose this unit, it will be game over. When you are done, you can just select Start Game. And here you see it. Our custom board is created. This unit does 1 damage to your health. And there you have it. That is how you create your I'm Dan.